Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hilton Varsity Baseball Field here on the campus of the Hilton Central School District. It is a beautiful day for a ball game. We've got the Hilton Cadets hosting the Webster Thomas Titans. Bill Smith with Steve Sorensen. Coach, a double-A matchup. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. These are teams that are 17 games in, 3 games to go in the regular season. We're battling it out. We're kind of getting into those seeding positions. It's a big bracket, 17 teams. But this is the time of year where you step up and see what you got going into playoffs.
A year ago, Section 5 created this AAA, brought AAA back and made the AA bracket immense. And the competition across all sports has been phenomenal. And there's no different right here in baseball. And we got 2 AA teams playing at it today. And, yeah, this is a great time of year. Weather's beautiful, which we all know that's not the case sometimes in the beginning of the year. But it's like we're gearing up for sectionals. And coaches and teams are really preparing for that sectional run, getting their lineups right and their pitching right for sectionals. And this is no different. So we're excited for this game.
We've got a fun pitching matchup. On the Thomas side, we've got a first-team all-county player from a year ago, 3-year varsity player. This is Shane Talbot. He's got 12 Ks and 8 innings pitched. His last appearance was a loss for the team, but he pitched 3 innings, gave up a hit, 6 walks. A little wild in that outing, but this is a kid who, a captain, leads by example, a great work ethic, and this is a hard matchup for the cadets that we will address after our national anthem. A dynamite player on the hill today for the Thomas Titans.
He's one of 2 3-year varsity players. He's a leader on this team along with Joe Pursuti. And doing it on both sides, offensively and defensively for the team. He's been a leader for them. Yeah, it's a tough one when you got 2 teams who are like middle of the pack type of teams who really need a victory to get that momentum going for sectionals. Hilton draws a tough pitcher with Talbot for going to the mound for the Titans.
His opposing number this afternoon for the cadets, Sam Hogan, one of the seniors honored today on Senior Day. Sam Hogan making his 6th appearance, but he has 9 innings of work this year, and in those 9 innings, he's got a 2-1 record. This is his 2nd start. This cadet pitching staff is very deep. There's guys that have a lot of innings. There's guys with a lot of experience. There's strike throwers. Hogan on Senior Day. This has got to be just, I don't want to say nerve-wracking. He's playing Baby Shark right now. This has got to be a thrill for a kid on Senior Day to pitch here to finish up his career.
I can't imagine a better scenario in baseball. Your day, Senior Day, beautiful weather, you're on the mound. We're now in the last 3 games before sectionals. You get to set a tone. I'm sure it's a big game for Sam Hogan, knowing that it's also being broadcast too. For the young man, I'm sure this is exciting for him.
Hilton is coming off of a 4-game losing streak, and in those 4 games, the cadets have scored a run. Talking to the coaches this week, talking to players this week, got down on the field for practice a couple days this week. The message is hits, attack. The word I kept hearing was attack. On the other side, defensively, I talked to one of Hilton seniors, Ryan Wall. He talked about playing tough defense behind his pitcher, staying tight, staying controlled, staying disciplined. That's something the cadets will have to do to match a pretty good Webster Thomas offense.
When you've only scored 1 run in 4 games, you tend to press. But at the same time, I like the strategy of Coach Wheelahan and the cadets with going out there and to play aggressive and take those chances and go hard, while at the same time that allows you to play freer and not have to worry about what everybody knows. They've scored 1 run in 4 games. Home game on a Friday afternoon, I can imagine Hilton's going to start to loosen up a little bit.
Nathan Karachi talking to his coach, Kevin Neenan, this week. Karachi's outfield who has continued to improve. He's a relief pitcher. He's leading off. He got his first hit of the season yesterday, so this is a kid that's probably riding a little bit of personal momentum. Hogan kicks, fires. We're underway. Breaking ball falls in for a strike. 0-1 to get things going here. It's a beautiful day. Coach, we were looking at the weather all week coming in this broadcast. We got sunshine. We got our second pitch on the way. Point down the official, nothing. We got a 1-1 count here early in this one.
Check that swing. Yeah, it's a beautiful weather. Wind, according to the left field flagpole, wind's blowing a little bit in, but not too much.
Swing and a drive into right field. Settling under, it's Hilton's Mandricki. He pulls that in, and we got one out here in the first. Hogan, one batter, one down. Only 3 pitches. Another bugaboo you don't want to see pitchers, especially on late in the season, get into is deep counts. Throw a lot of pitches. Hogan out of that one at only 3.
And again, for the time of year too, you want a solid outing out of your pitcher, and only one batter in, it's a good start.
Hogan's first delivery to Shane Talbot, the aforementioned starting pitcher on the other side. This is pitcher to pitcher right here. Talbot, we mentioned last year, first team all county. Right now he's hitting .333, 17 of 61 on this season. Hogan delivers high, ball 2. Talbot, mentioned a little bit before, is Coach Neenan. He's a captain who leads by example. As a kid who plays the game right, comes to work every day. Breaking ball drops in, 2-1 your count. There's a strike as Hogan gets one over.
Coach talks about his work ethic and what a leader through his actions, being that leader through how he performs.
Another breaking ball settles in. Hogan throwing strikes early in this one. 2-2 here to Talbot.
Pain to the outside on that one.
This is the team leader in RBI. He has a clean set of bases right now as he looks at a pitch in the dirt for ball 3, full count. Good early battle in this one. Hogan has his sign in the delivery. Windup goes with it. Grounder on the way to first base. Going to take it himself. Steven Kraus gets that second out. 2 away here for the Titans. Top of the first.
Hilton is a solid infield with a returning player, Reggie Garrick at shortstop. The youngster, Kalen Wheelhand at second. Steven Kraus, one of the top players, going on to play both Garrick and Kraus going to play out in college. And then Wall at third base.
Outside delivery for ball 1. Baller here off of 2 games in a row against Gates Chila. He lit up Spartans pitching. He was 4 for 4 a couple games ago and 2 for 4 yesterday. He's on a 6 for 8 streak here over the last 2 games as he sees a breaking ball settle in for strike 1. Hogan early in this one, that pitch has got some movement, that curveball.
Yep.
Throwing it for strikes. Key here today, throwing those breaking pitches. And Hogan may get out of this first inning clean as Wheelahan to Kraus ends the first. 3 up, 3 down as the Titans go in order. Coach, that's got to be the start the Cadets wanted here. Get in, get out, breathe, get to the bench, bring the bats up.
Again, they know that 1 run in 4 games is hanging over the head. To feel loose, to get out there, play defense, do your job. 3 up, 3 down. Not a ton of pitches. I got 12 pitches in the first inning for Sam Hogan. Mostly strikes, and a nice outing for the Cadets in the top of the first.
Talbot will settle in on the mound. His numbers this year, he's got a 3.23 ERA. He's 1-1 in 3 appearances. This is a young man that's primarily been used this year as an outfielder. We've talked about his bat. We talked about his accolades from last season. His last pitching appearance, I mentioned it briefly in the pregame, pitched against East last week. That is a game that they lost. He had 6 walks in that one, little bit wild in his 3 innings. But he left the game after only giving up a run. After only giving up a hit. East goes on to win that game. So staggered sort of game there, but he's a kid that knows what he's doing.
He's got 12 strikeouts in 8 innings pitched this year. So he's got to throw some strikes. He's got some action on his pitch. Cadets are going to have to be patient for him and get the ball in play.
These are 2 teams that are right now hitting, as far as batting average goes, identical on the season. Both the Cadets and Titans come in hitting an identical 276. Cadets have the slight edge in the OPS, 724 to 710. So both these teams getting it done through defense, through pitching. Brady Gehrig will step in for the Cadets, the shortstop, one of the senior leaders of this team. He was honored early in this one. Brady Gehrig is a smooth player right here. Something about lefty swings, and he's got one. Talbot into his windup. First pitch on the way in the dirt. Classic 59-footer goes for ball one here as Gehrig steps out to take a look.
As Brady steps in the box for the first time today, give a little shout out to our friends and Gehrig family out in Indiana watching. I hate to say that Brady's heading home for college, but he is going to Indiana for college. Home's always going to be Hilton as far as we're concerned.
Talbot's second delivery on its way to Indiana, a little high on that one. He's got pitches to waste right now with nobody on base here. 2-0 to Gehrig.
Little indication of what we heard going into this game, maybe from Talbot. He's got to settle down a little bit.
Gets a strike across, gets his way here to 2-1. Gehrig sees a strike. Cadets, again, yesterday the word was attack. Brady here sees another strike. I'm sure we're going to see some hacks. Talbot delivers, fires. Gehrig, line drive into right field, and that's going to settle in for a hit.
He had a hitter's count right there.
Brady's going to take a turn as Karachi gets the ball in, and Hilton's leadoff hitter is on base. Now, the Cadets are not a team that is afraid to play small ball, but when Steven Krause comes up, I don't know if small ball's in order.
Right, and Brady's got the speed to get to second, but, you know, you're looking at probably Hilton's one or two best hitters right here in Steven Krause, so you want to let him swing the bat a little bit too here.
Leads the team in batting average and hits right now, batting .444 as that lefty, not a balk, folks, maneuver sends Gehrig into the dirt. He's smiling and shaking his head. Talbot looks at Gehrig. Gehrig with a nice lead. Little squibby. That might be trouble, but a nice little play from Talbot. No panic right there as that ball sort of dribbled its way into space. That looks like a sacrifice in the book there. Krause has a little bit of a disappointed look on his face, but he moves the runner over. 1 out. Gehrig on second. As another senior, Hilton's Andrew Lenhard steps up. Dewey Lenhard, one of the seniors, sees the first pitch high for ball one. Cadets patient right now. Maybe that scouting report, based on the numbers we've seen, Talbot maybe a little bit wild.
.326 average for Lenhard. Going on to play baseball at U of R. U of R is University of Rochester for our Indiana fans.
A dynamite educational facility here. Nice baseball facility out there, too. Second pitch high, 2-0. Cadets showing some patience here early in this one at the plate. Lenhard looks out, coming off a 1-for-3 in his most recent outing. Pitch on the way. Fastball finds its way in for a strike.
Nice pitch right there. Had a 2-0 and comes in with a fastball on the outside that gets called for a strike.
Lenhard hit safely in 10 of his last 12 games here for the Cadets. He's got a 2-1 count here. Another fastball in the dirt. He's going to work with a hitter's count here as it moves to 3-1. Nice movement there from the catcher, McDonald. Good footwork from the senior. Michael McDonald's going to go to SUNY Polytechnic to play some baseball. Another talented kid. There are college players on both sides of the field here today. Pitch on the way. Leonard skies one. This is carrying. This is heading out towards left field. This is gone. Home run for the Cadets. Coach, that ball left the bat. I thought it was just up, going to settle in. That thing kept carrying, and we're out of here. 2-0 Hilton.
With the wind blowing in a little bit, low breeze blowing in from left field, and he just put it over the fence, and what a hit. That's how you break out of a little bit of an offensive slump.
Lenhard's first home run of the year.
And like that, Hilton doubles their offensive output of the past 4 games in one swing.
Unreal start to this one for the Cadets. Lenhard puts a charge into it. That ball just kept carrying.
Wow.
Looking at the flag in left field, the wind isn't howling out there at all, and it's really not blowing out to left. Lenhard got all of that.
No, if it's anything, it's coming in a little bit.
He got every bit of that. Fastball in for strike 1 on Hogan. Pitcher against pitcher right here. So the start the Cadets wanted, certainly 3 up, 3 down in the bottom half, and now 1 out in the first, and they're up 2-0. Pitch high from Talbot.
Hogan batting .327 on the year.
Talbot looks in, kicks, fires. Fastball, Hogan swings through it for strike 2.
Big cut by Hogan.
Hogan on a little bit of a personal skid. Hasn't gotten a hit since April the 26th, but on a real nice, just season long, as Coach just said. Hitting .327 on the year. This is one of the senior leaders of this team, one of the 6 we honored in the pregame today. Looks at one high. Good battle here from Sam Hogan. Talbot into his windup. Pitch on the way. Sees it for strike 3. Maybe a little high, but you know,
a little high, a little outside. But you know what?
Let's see it. Let's see it both ways.
But you know, he got it. He got it.
Senior Ryan Wall at the plate. Easy for me to say. 296 on the year. Sees strike 1. It's a good spot for that pitch.
It looks like the umpire is giving the outside pitches. Gonna have to protect the whole plate today.
If Talbot can spot that fastball today, that's going to start to work for him as Wall swings through strike 2, 0-2 here quickly. Talbot here, a strike away from recovering nicely from the 2-run Lenhard home run.
18th pitch of the inning.
High pitch. Wall looked back, got the call he was looking for. Coach Wheelhand, Coach Gopp looking in for the Cadets. Pitch on the way. And Wall pops one in the air. This could drop in, but the second baseman, that's Estelle, correction, comes in and takes that one. And after one full inning of play, the Lenhard home run is the difference. 2-0 Cadets. We are going to take a fast break from the Varsity Baseball Field in Hilton. You're watching the Cadets and the Titans on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Welcome back to the Hilton Varsity Baseball Field. You are looking out at a gorgeous day here on the field. Out beyond the left field wall, you see Quest Elementary. in the central office here in the Hilton Central School District. Beautiful day for baseball. 1 inning in the books. Sam Hogan toes the rubber for the Cadets to get the second inning underway as the Cadets lead 2-0. Hogan's breaking ball high for ball 1 as we get the second inning underway. Coach, that was the first home run hit on this field by a Cadet this season, and what a way to start it for Hilton.
On a beautiful day, on a Friday, where Hilton comes out of their slump a little offensively and get it done right away.
Sharp play from Ryan Wall on the grounder as Horvath grounds out. It was Ryan Wall that told me yesterday, or a couple days ago, I should say, tight defense today behind their pitcher, who that day they didn't know it was going to be Sam Hogan. Hogan has played some third, so Wall not knowing necessarily where he would be and who would be on the mound, but there it is, some tight defense, and we got an out here in the second. Pitch on the way outside. Tyler Estelle stepping in, today's second baseman.
298 hitter. 3 hits against Brighton earlier this year.
His coach Neenan refers to him as a very versatile and athletic player. Can play all over the infield, has done some pitching. It's nice to have tools like that on a high school team. Put them anywhere, be able to get some innings out of them. Cadets and Titans both have a lot of those pieces. We talked about the depth of the Hilton pitching staff, and really that exists on the other side as well. Hogan's 3-0 delivery is cut on. Green light there from Coach Neenan.
A little surprising there, but good for Hogan putting one in. Look at a good pitch regardless.
Still working with a 3-1 count. Hogan into his delivery. Fires. Gets the strike call and now works a 3-2 count. Hogan has battled back from 3-0. Hogan looks in. Caden Yapoko, the junior catcher, gives his sign, sets up. Hogan delivers, and this is going to wander a little bit inside, very inside. And the Titans have their first base runner of the day as Estelle walks.
Yapoko organizing the defense there.
Andrew Rosa, the left fielder, will step in. Rosa working with an out and a man on first. Rosa with a couple of hits and a 6-1 win against a very good Churchville Chili team about a week ago. Ball way up in the air. Yapoko looking for it. Calls, mask down. He's got it settled in. There must be more wind above our position kind of swirling than we're giving credit to.
That's a tough defensive play. People think it looks pretty basic, pop up, but that ball's got a spin on it, add a little wind to it, and you got to see a catcher who's wandering as it's coming down.
Michael McDonald on his way to play baseball in college, not statistically having his finest season, just 2 for 20 at this point here, but this is a kid that can turn it on. He's a very talented ball player here and a real good catcher.
Plans on playing baseball at the next level.
Hogan checks the runner closer maybe than it looked coming out of his hand. Kraus popped up there thinking he might have had him.
Great move to first.
Hogan working with a 1-0 count. Delivers. Fastball. Swung through for strike 1. Hogan working with a real good pace here. Steps off, though. Settling in 2 outs. No rush here. Man on first.
Still taking a big lead.
Hogan delivers. Estelle on the move. Yapoko's throw down to second. Tag is there, but safe is the call. Estelle did get there. Coach called that big lead. He got a real nice jump.
He got a real good jump. He was working that lead. Nice throw by Yapoko. I mean, that ball was a little bit in the dirt, and he still got up there and made that throw. It made it closer than I thought he was going to. So
Yapoko will make those throws from his knees with velocity at a good spot. Yapoko defensively a real strong catcher. Pitch is high, evening the count here at 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs, second inning. Cadets with 2 runs on 2 hits. That's a fun-looking scoreboard right now. Get lost in the visuals of this game sometime as Hogan kicks, fires. Breaking ball swung through, strike 3, end of the second inning for the Titans. 1 base runner left for Thomas, their first of the day. Hogan pitches the Cadets out of it. Coach, 2 innings in the books, just 7 hitters, 1 above the limit. Hogan looks sharp.
He does, and what was impressive is, it was pretty straightforward. First inning, 12 pitches, 7 strikes, 5 balls, and they're 3 up, 3 down. That inning there, he got a little back. He got a little trouble with 3-0 pitch count, and fought his way through. Eventually they did get a walk, and yet he managed the situation and got a strikeout for the 3rd out. So the toughness of Hogan that's exhibited is pretty impressive also.
Good momentum for the Cadets coming into their half of the 2nd inning. The Cadets will come with sophomore Cal Wheelahan.
Youngster.
Youngest member of this squad. Wheelahan will come in here batting .292.
.14 for 48 this year.
Talbot has finished his warm-ups. We are getting ready to roll here as Wheelahan will lead it off for the Cadets. The other day against Penfield, Wheelahan 1 of 3 that had broken a 0 for 9 slump over his previous 3 games. Wheelahan is always ready to break out. Good compact swing out of this sophomore. Can hit a line drive really anywhere on this field. Pitch on the way, swung through, strike 2. As I said that, I can actually tap and look here because it is the 21st century. I can look at the spray charts. Wheelahan can hit to all fields. This is a kid who has got real good control of the plate and where the pitch is coming and where it's going. As he looks at an 0-2 pitch go high, 1-2. Talbot had a pitch to waste there. He's still got another pitch or 2 to waste here as Cal looks at a 1-2 count.
Cal, the son of the head coach, Kevin Wheelahan. More importantly, the younger brother of Michael Wheelahan, doing it at Lemoyne.
Wheelahan battles off a tough pitch. Off-speed pitch caught him a little off guard, but he hammers that back behind him. Foul stays alive here, 1-2.
He's going to battle.
Talbot settles in, kicks, fires, ball in the dirt, 2-2. Talked about Talbot's walks against East about a week ago. Does not want to get into a situation where he goes from 0-2 deep into a count. That's going to work in the Cadets' favor. Pitch on the way outside. And on cue, Cal Wheelahan has worked a 3-2 count.
From an 0-2 count to 3-2. Good work by Cal. He did have to fight off 1 pitch in the zone.
3-2 pitch on the way, swung through for strike 3. Low pitch that Wheelahan was trying to go with. Talbot gets the strikeout to lead off the 2nd inning, and here is, off of a nice little pop-up out in the top half of the 2nd, Caden Yapoko, the junior catcher. Had a conversation with him about his pitching staff the other day. He's a real proud kid to be behind the plate of these Cadets. From a catching family, uncle played catcher at St. John Fisher. Enjoys that role, plays it really well. Having a real nice season here as the Cadets junior catcher. 1-0 pitch on the way. Yapoko sees it go outside. More patience from the Cadets early in this one.
Yapoko's right now, he's either right there or he's off more than just a little bit.
Pitch is high for ball 3. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we're going to see a take sign here, but this is a game that's full of surprises, Coach Sorensen.
We've already seen a few.
Yapoko looks. Talbot got a sign. Fastball in for strike 1. Make him throw a strike. I mean, in this situation, that's exactly what Yapoko wants to do. Still working with a hitter's count, though. Yapoko with 3-1. Talbot looks in. McDonald down into his crouch. Fastball. Donald, nice job of framing that. Doesn't get it, though, as Yapoko draws the walk.
Coach Wheelhand coming in. Looks like he might be looking for a pinch runner.
So this will be Hargather, James Hargather, the Hilton Jr., as the courtesy runner for the catcher. Yapoko will re-enter to play defense. Pitchers and catchers are afforded that courtesy in baseball and softball, as Hargather will get a solid lead over there. As Prince looks at a ball in the dirt for ball 1.
Peyton Prince had a huge highlight earlier this year going against Fairport, handing them a loss. He pitched a gem in that game on the road.
That had come off a tough loss to Fairport, so the Cadets needed to rebound, and he delivered that day.
Yeah, he stepped up huge.
Prince now working 2-0. The junior left fielder, lefty hitter. Talbot lefty on lefty. Fires. Fastball on the ground towards second. Estelle's going to turn. Does get it to short. Ball on the way. Double play from the Titans.
Nice play by the Titans. Turning 2 there.
4-6-3. 4 plus 6 plus 3 equals 2 there for the Titans. Estelle to Katrin to Prasuti, and that'll do it for the Cadets in the second inning. But after 2 full, Cadets, on the strength of the home run an inning ago, lead 2-0. We're going to break here from the Hilton Varsity Baseball Field. It's 2-0 Cadets. Stay with us. You're watching all this on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches.
Back at the Varsity Baseball Field here in Hilton, New York. 2-0 your score. Top 3, Evan Katrin, the shortstop for the Titans, will lead things off. Curveball drops in for Hogan. Strike 1. Fans, we've got a little treat for you here in the third inning. We've got something we're calling Cole's Corner with us. Cole Murphy, son of Hilton, educator and teacher, as Katrin drills one into the over the center fielder, I should say. Bianchi sees it, flies over his head. Ball's going to get cut into second base. Wheelahan sees it bounce, but Kraus there to back it up. Katrin leads off with a sharp double over Bianchi's head before Cole's Corner. Coach Sorensen, it's a way for the Titans to get things started.
Not bad. You know, they haven't generated much. The only time they got on base is through a walk, and they start out the top of the third with a nice hit over the top of Gianni Bianchi, who will run down most balls that are hit out there in center field.
He's not an outfielder you're going to fool. Now, Cole, again, son of Coach Jeff Murphy, one of our colleagues and educators here in Hilton, longtime baseball coach. Baseball is in your blood. Baseball is in your family, my guy. Cole, what have you seen these first 2 innings? And let's take that hit right there into consideration. Cole's Corner, what have we seen so far?
Great stuff. Obviously, way to get started. Do it with a big hit. Looking to do more. Obviously, Webster Thomas just started off good, so see what can happen.
Now, this is early in this one. I don't want to call it double to lead off the third, a momentum killer, but Cadets certainly feeling good. Right here, what do the Cadets want out of this at-bat right here? Get an out. Don't worry about the runner. What are we doing?
Just obviously get outs, get an out. If you can strike them out, you can, but if it's hit the left side, field it, check it, then fire one.
Sounds like a future baseball coach around here. No pressure. Your grandfather was a coach out here at Hilton, and your father.
Number toward third. Wall's going to barehand it and fire across the Kraus, but Prasuti is going to beat it out. An infield single will move the runner to third. runners at the corners here with no outs on that infield single. Wall did all he could. Nice little play to get that ball across, but Pursuti beats it out. So now we've got first and third, nobody out here.
Doesn't always have to be pretty. Just get it in play and see what happens.
Cole, the son of two coaches. I worked with Coach Clark in the softball program. This game runs through your blood, my dude. As another swinging bunt as Yapoko and Hogan will see this one go foul. Cole, what is the perfect result of this at bat here? I mean, it's a strikeout, right? Let me rephrase that. The perfect result for the Cadets.
I think the perfect result would be obviously double play would be a huge 2 outs, get the momentum back in their way, but strikeout could be good, then double play could end the inning. But Cadets just need an out here.
Hogan with an 0-1 count as Yapoko adjusting something here. We almost had two sort of screwy bounces in a row, and Krause had one earlier in this game.
Hogan, 6 pitches, all strikes, no balls, but we got runners at first and third.
Baseball falls in weird places sometimes. Curveball hacked out of play, and Hogan will now work with an 0-2 count, throwing a lot of strikes this inning. Cole, you've played a lot of ball. Your pitcher's throwing a lot of strikes. I mean, usually that's going to work for you, yeah?
Yep. Over the past few years, I just found if you throw strikes, you're going to have success. If you're throwing balls, you're obviously going to need help, but walks don't really do the job.
Hogan's breaking ball just misses. That must have been just above the letters. I'll give the umpire a little credit for that one. Maybe a little high, but that's a call the Cadets want. Titans side, though, they're pumped here as Karachi will send that foul into right field. So a 1-2 count as Coach Wheelahan runs some balls out to the umpire. Full service here in Hilton. The head coach delivering the baseballs as Karachi looks down at Coach Neenan. Looking at a 1-2 count as Hogan checks the runner, looks in, kicks and fires, breaking ball high. We're going to work this count to 2-2. Nice battle here between Hogan and Karachi.
As Cole said, I think a strikeout right now would be ideal.
Yeah. Last thing they want to do is walk this batter.
Pitch on the way. This is hit into left field.
Is it deep enough?
Settling under it. Prince drops it, goes off of his glove. An error on Hilton's left fielder is going to result in a run, and now still 2 runners on with no outs. Must have just taken his eyes off it or something. Cole, what did you see?
Just didn't take the eye off. That's a momentum killer for the Cadets.
You had to be thinking there was going to be a play at home on that one. I think he's thinking that, it's deep enough that he might think about tagging, but short enough that maybe you got to throw at the home plate. You got to catch it first.
So the run comes in. No RBI for Karachi. Sorry, young man, on the error, but he does his job. And now 2-1 your score. Nobody out. First and second here as Hogan looks in, fires, bunt on the ground. Hogan's going to have to go 1 here. Fires over to 1, barely, and he's safe. Hogan not firing a strike. Wheelahan getting there. And now, Coach, I'm going to come back to your statistic. Hogan has thrown a whole mess of strikes this inning, and he's got bases loaded with nobody out, and he's given up a run.
We've got 9 strikes and 3 balls. And yet we're looking at 1 run across the home plate and bases loaded.
And if you're the Titans, you've got to be emboldened by this because they've only hit 1 ball out of the infield in this entire 2, I should say, the double to lead off the inning, and then that error from Prince a moment ago. As Joey Baller, the DH, he'll look at strike 1.
2 bunts from Thomas, 1 swinging bunt and 1 sacrifice.
Little scouting report from the Cadets a couple of days ago talking about this Thomas lineup. I heard a couple different guys refer to Joey Baller here as, quote, this is some insightful stuff here from our fellows in Hilton. That kid's really good.
Wow. Way to break it down.
They are definitely right, though. This is a kid that can swing the bat. We talked about it before. He's hitting .353. He's 3rd on the team. Sees a ball outside. Grounded in the first inning to Cal Wheelahan to end that first inning here.
He went 4 for 4 earlier this week at Gates.
But right now, looking at a 2-1 count and bases loaded here, nobody out. Now he's going to stare at a hitter's count here.
Good eyes throwing right here.
If you're Hogan, you've got to be careful. If you're Baller, you've got to be just ready to pounce on a fastball here.
Got to be there for Baller.
Hogan kicks, delivers. Fastball is driven in the air. This is going to settle down for Bianchi. Bianchi under it. Runner coming in from third. Throw is going to get cut at the mound. He would have made it. Kraus cuts it as Bianchi gets the out. But Baller does his job. Flies to center but gets the sacrifice RBI. And we have a tie ball game here with 1 out in the second. In the third, I should say.
Probably what the Cadets wanted. Traded out for a run right there.
They're not. They haven't given up the. They gave the lead, but it's 2-2. They're still in there. Fortunately for them, Ben Horvath has had a great year this year, batting .378.
Just missed him, almost got grilled on that. I'm saying.
Inside pitch from Hogan. Karachi's going to lead from second. Talbot from first. 1 down here in the third inning. Titans hitting against Hilton's Hogan, and a fastball in for strike 1. Evens the count at 1 apiece here. Hogan looking to keep the ball down, keep the ball in the infield. Cole mentioned the potential for a double play. Still here for the Cadets, maybe the best outcome.
That would be a big momentum change.
Titans, though, looking for a lead-taking base hit here.
Hogan's 20th pitch of the inning.
That's another thing that will make an impact on the game, the pitch count. Thomas has made him throw a lot of pitches this inning.
Horvath on his way to SUNY Oneonta next fall, one of the senior contributors to this team. And a ball in the dirt. Nice play by Yapoko.
Saved that from advancing the runners.
He got on the ball quick, but he also got his eyes out to second base quick. The runner down there did not have a shot. Count is even 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Nice curveball.
That's the pitch that Hogan wanted to make right there, right, Cole?
Big strikeout from Sam. See if Estelle can do his job right here. If the Cadets get out of this jam with only giving up 2, I think that would be big.
There's momentum in that, just giving up 2 with as many base runners as Webster's had.
Karachi still leads from second. Talbot from first. As strike 1 falls in. Fastball spotted from Sam Hogan. 0-1 the count here to Tyler Estelle. Drew a walk in the second inning. Prior to this inning, the only base runner to this point from the Titans. Fastball high is going to go up top there. 1-1.
Big lead at first and second. Double in the gap could make this a 4-2 game.
Keep it positive, Cole.
Again, coming from the Cadet perspective, which we're all wearing our red and black. We're looking for a dynamite game between 2 of Section 5's baseball Titans here. Pun intended.
Great block from Yapoko.
He's done a nice job back there. He had a tough pop-up behind the plate. He's got in front of a couple pitches that are a little loose.
I'm not sure if that was a curve or a splitter, but that's not a pitch we've seen Hogan throw much. We've seen his breaking ball settle in for a strike, but as this ball is driven in the right center field gap, Bianchi, though, settles under it.
Great running catch, saves Sam Hogan.
Without
fired up about that one.
Without knowing what the 2 young men were saying, Mandricki settled into a jog as he was getting toward Bianchi. You knew between them something had been communicated. Bianchi sees it. Bianchi settles under it.
Great communication out there.
Coach, I want to go back to your point. After everything that started that inning, coming away from there just 2-2, that's probably a positive for the Cadets.
Hogan threw 26 pitches that inning. That's obviously that's going to have an effect later in the game. But 26 pitches and gave up 2 runs and as many base runners as Webster had to give up only 2 is a little bit of momentum. for Hilton, actually. Seems weird to say.
Now, Johnny Bianchi will get to do what a lot of ball players dream might be too dramatic a word, but he makes the nice running play to end the inning, and Johnny Bianchi will lead off the inning here. Johnny will start a string here. He's the 9 hitter today, and hitters 1 through 5 are the other 5 of the 6. There it is. Seniors here for the Cadets. Johnny Bianchi, this young man who is, I mean, there's cliches in sports. We say things that are, you say it, but this is an athlete right here.
3-sport athlete, all county in soccer, all county in basketball, multiple year players in both sports, meaning more than just 2 years. He's a three-year basketball player, if not, I think parts of 4, and in soccer. So he goes nonstop year-round with 3 different sports and plays them all with just extremely athletic.
Got a lot of basketball team on this strong Cadets baseball team.
Bianchi sees one that he's not quite sure he agrees with, but nice spot. That's the same spot on the outer corner to righty hitters that Talbot has hit a couple times, so consistent call from the official. Change up.
Just inside.
Settles in a little tight for ball 1.
See a pattern there. The outside pitches are getting called for strikes inside.
Bianchi drives one into right field. Karachi, though, is going to settle under that. Nice, smooth-looking play out there. He didn't look like he was in any trouble. Caught that over his shoulder.
Karachi didn't look worried at all on that. He just drifted back there, made a nice play.
Great swing from Johnny Bianchi, though, lefty.
There was a great pop. He had a nice pop on that swing.
Brady Garrick digging in the box.
Now Brady Garrick will step in. Garrick
heading to Taylor University to play baseball at the next level.
misses on the bunt for strike 1.
Squares for the bunt. Third baseman playing a little bit back. Thought he might have a chance.
Garrick singled to lead off the game for the Cadets, scored on the Lenhard home run as he sees ball 1 fly up and near his forearm. High fastball. Count even at 1-1 here. Stephen Krause taking swings on deck. Talbot into his delivery. And he hits him. Garrick, I think that got him near his ear. I think that maybe got him in the helmet. I'm getting affirmation from our public address announcer, the voice from above today, and the previous hitter's father.
Yeah.
Brady Garrick did a good job. Do his job. Might leave a mark, but that's the table for Stephen Krause.
Rub some dirt in it, get over to first.
I would hope with modern technology in that helmet there is no mark, but I get what you're saying, Cole. A little poetry in that
Brady's
statement.
got to watch the lefty move, though. He's got a good lefty move.
In the dirt, Garrick, no hesitation.
Great read from Brady right there.
And just like that, we got runners in scoring position with Stephen Krause at the bat.
He can do some damage here.
I want to give – I'm constantly impressed with catcher play when it's good. I want to give McDonald some credit there. I made a comment before about a 59-footer that Talbot threw. That was probably a 56-footer that he threw, and McDonald read it well. Garrick with some great base running, but that could have been worse. An odd little non-balk there. I think Krause called timeout. Krause settles in 1-0. Talbot checks his runner. Shortstop dances away as strike 1 settles in.
Nice pitch.
That's a good – Talbot has worked that spot here over the course of these 3 innings.
Brady's speed, a base hit, definitely could store him here.
You heard it from Murphy. Let's see what Krause does with this 1-1, and he gets one in the back.
2 straight. He was throwing the outside pitch to righties. Showed during the lefties, 2 at batters.
Now, I think we might see –
Pitching change here.
I think we might see a pitching change.
Table set for Dewey Lenhard, 1-for-1 with a 2-run shot to left field.
Now, Cole, where were you when that ball was hit?
I was in the backstop and I knew it was gone right off the bat.
See, being up here in the bird's nest, we don't get to see the height of that hit. It just looked like it was a pop-up from here. We watched the left fielder go back, but again, that flag's blowing in. That was a pop.
Yeah.
He put a charge in that.
Yeah.
And from here, our perspective is looking down the left field line. It came off the bat, did not look like it was heading out, and it just kept going.
He knew it right when he swung after, pointed to the dugout.
So Talbot will remain.
Which is interesting because, again, as Coach Smith has stated, it is the first home run this year at the stadium, so to be that confident. So it just gave Talbot some time to think, and here we go with Dewey.
And pretty far dimensions, too, at Schwanke. 330 down the line.
Talbot checks his runners. Pitch on the way to Lenhart is outside for ball one.
Just missed. Looked like the pitch he was calling to the other righties, but must have just missed.
Talbot.
Good call, Cole. I thought they've been calling that a strike today.
Yeah.
Talbot not wanting to get behind here with two runners on. Lenhart swings hard. Now this will fly up above the left fielder who will settle under it. Rosa gets it in quickly to catcher and his shortstop. Lenhart will not move the runners as he flies out. Good swing.
Cadets need a big hit from Sam Hogan. Low in this game here.
Hogan steps in with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Gehrig will lead from second base. Kraus from first. Pursuti not holding the runner at first on. Really no need to here. 2 outs. Runner on second.
Sam Hogan calls time.
Talbot peeks at his runners. Good hard swing from Hogan, but this is way up there. Fiordasico underneath it. Fiordaliso, sorry young man, I screwed that one up, but you did not screw up that fly ball as it settles in. We got a 2-2 game after 3 innings. We want to thank Cole Murphy for turning the 3rd inning here into Cole's Corner. Cole, why don't we turn the 6th inning into Cole's Corner Part 2? What do you think?
Yep.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna break from the varsity baseball field in Hilton. It's 2-2. We got a tie game. Come back and join us here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Back at the Hilton Varsity Baseball Field, the Hilton Central School District campus. Our central offices are out there in that beautiful Quest Elementary building you see beyond left field. Getting ready to start the 4th inning here. The Thomas Titans have traveled from the east side to the west side to take on the Hilton Cadets, and it's 2-2 here as we start the 4th inning of play. Sam Hogan back on the slab for the Cadets as Andrew Rosa, the left fielder, will step in. Rosa looks at ball 1 high as we get the 4th inning underway. Rosa popped to Hilton's catcher, Yapoko in the second inning. Nice play by the Hilton catcher on that one, kind of watching a ball swirling in the wind, and a pitch misses low, I guess.
That was close. 53 pitches for Hogan through the first 3 innings.
Fastball right in there for strike one. Probably not a coincidence. Rosa comes in being very patient right here. He swings at a strike. This is going to go out of play. And now after a 2-0 start, Hogan has gotten the count to 2-2. Rosa leads this team with that 381 average. A very steady player, says Coach Neenan. Comes through in a lot of situations.
381 average.
You know, it's hardly a surprise, but Coach Neenan and Coach Wheelahan both speak with a lot of pride about their rosters. This was a young man that showed a lot of pride in he drives the ball into right field. This is going to fall foul.
Just foul.
Went up and hit a ball the top half of the strike zone. Hogan left one there. Rosa yanked it just a little too wide as he continues to work with a 2-2 count against the Hilton senior pitcher. Hogan, leg up, foot down, ball on the way, fouled. Rosa may have tapped that one off his own foot as Yapoko gets a fresh baseball out to his hurler.
Titans with 2 runs off of 3 hits going into the 4th. Hilton 2 runs off of 2 hits and 1 error. It's as tight as the scoreboard says it is.
Curveball inside, misses. Count runs full. Good at bat here from Andrew Rosas. Fouled off a couple of tough ones. Worked a 3-2 count. We'll see what Hogan brings for him here. Hogan into his delivery. Pitch on the way. Fastball driven into right field. Way foul. Rosa has been on the fastball a couple different times here in this at-bat. Hogan has shown a lot of faith in his curveball today. Let's see what he has here in 3-2. Fastball is going to hit in the dirt for ball 4. Yapoko will trot back to retrieve that one. Something that baseball, softball, probably not t-ball, probably doesn't happen. Leadoff walks, drives them nuts. The coaches drives them nuts.
Yeah. Wonder how much Hogan's got left. 63 pitches already, and we're no outs in the 4th.
Pitch on the way. Bunt is down. Hogan's going to field this one clean. Throws to 1. The out is recorded. Runner moves up to second base. McDonald comes in, does his job. Said it earlier in the game. These are 2 teams that will play small ball, will move runners around, and in a 2-2 game in the 4th, you're not at all surprised.
Not at all. Both teams are not offensive juggernauts, so just getting that 1 run when you can could be the difference between a win and a loss.
So Hogan will work now to Evan Catron, who smoked a double over Hilton center fielder Johnny Bianchi in the 3rd inning to begin the rally that tied this game in the 3rd. Hogan checks his runner. Dancing away, long lead.
Oh!
What a throw. They're going to call him out on the interference, I believe, with the hitter.
Yep.
Yapoko came out of his crouch, tried to throw around the hitter, but the hitter didn't make any attempt to move. If I'm saying all this.
As I watched it, and I'm right on the third base line, and we're looking at the replay here, actually the batter did drift back into the throwing lane.
And now it appears they're going to send the runner back, and the hitter is being called out? We're going to wait for a little clarity out there as Coach Neenan talks to the official.
Yapoko drifted back to make that throw behind the batter, but as he did, that's when the batter took like a half a step back and right into the throwing lane.
Now, to Yopoko's credit, that ball, I don't think it skimmed the helmet of the hitter. I don't think it did. Made a strong throw down there. So Katrin down on catcher's interference. Or hitter's interference. Catcher's interference usually puts a runner on first.
Right.
I'll clarify that if anyone out there is worried. But nonetheless.
2 outs.
2 down here, runner on second. Hogan's first pitch is popped up. Cal Wheelahan settling back, and he drops it. This ball falls in, and a run is going to score. Wheelahan and Mandricki, I don't know if there was a miscommunication or what, but Wheelahan was settling back. Mandricki was coming in. Wheelahan reaches over his left shoulder, and it just flicks off his glove.
As much as we commended the cadets for communication earlier in the game between Bianchi and Mandricki, that was certainly a lack of communication. Mandricki came right up to the back of Wheelahan. And you can see here where Wheelahan didn't quite get underneath the ball, certainly was reaching, but Mandricki was right there, so I don't know if that may have been just got in his way.
Hogan gets strike one across for Nathan Karachi, who now comes up, the leadoff hitter, with a runner on first and now a lead for the Titans. 3-2 your score as Hogan delivers a breaking ball in for a strike. 0-2 the count to the Titan leadoff hitter. He reached on an error last inning from Peyton Prince, the Hilton left fielder. Hogan delivers. Breaking ball. This is driven into the left center field gap. Bianchi's going to lay out and not get it. Prince is going to get there and get this ball in. Ball kept at third base on the throw. Karachi's going to end up at second with a double as Prasuti pulls into third with a head-first slide. Bianchi sold out for that one, but came up short on it. Prince then gets that ball in.
That ball should have gone to second. And by throwing to third, you actually get the runner turning a single into, he's now sitting on second base, a single, and he's sitting at second because of it. I think what we're seeing here is a corrective action by our coach Wheelahan.
Hogan stays. Hogan has done his job to this point.
Even in this inning, he's got 11 strikes and 5 balls, so he's throwing it. Hilton's 2 errors have led to 2 runs on those plays, and they're down 1.
The Titan pitcher 1 for 2 on the day. He had a hit, and that rally was stranded as he hits now with 2 runners in scoring position and 2 outs and a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 4th. Hogan looks in. Talbot ready. Hogan in his delivery and the pitch. Low pitch. Nice spot from that one. Talbot swings through it for strike 2.
Big cut by Talbot.
Prasuti getting a walking lead from third base. Wall giving him a lot away. Karachi leads from second as Hogan looks in. Pitch on the way. High fastball goes for ball 1. Hogan with a little room to work here now with the count at 1-2.
Hogan continues to battle.
Hogan has the sign he wants. Glove is at his ear. Foot is up. Foot is down. Ball on the way. Bounces in the dirt. Nice play from Yopoko to keep that one.
Saves a run. Done a real nice job, Yopoko.
Count has worked to 2-2. Talbot's going to be watching ball 3 settle in, and in August or September he will, I believe the word coach is matriculate at UB. Hogan with a 3-2 count. Fires. Swung on and hit foul down the right field line, yanked toward the fence. We're going to do the 3-2 pitch again. Umpire says we're ready. Yapoko's giving Hogan his sign. Hogan has what he wants.
75th pitch for Hogan.
Pitch on the way. Breaking ball is lined into right field. This is right at Mandricki, who settled and then had to re-move. I'm saying all of this poorly. Mandricki makes a nice play to get the third out.
Ball hit right at you. Those are tough to judge when they're hit directly at you. So nice play by Mandricki out there in right field.
So Thomas gets their third run of the game to take the lead. An error sort of builds that whole situation. Pursuti reaching on the pop-up error. That actually drove the run in. Rosa had walked. Now the Cadets will look to answer. Cadets will come at the bottom of the fourth here with Ryan Wall, the senior. He will lead things off for Hilton. Popped to second in the first inning. Ended what had been a 2-run rally after the Lenhart home run. I think I've said a similar statement at a different point. You know, there's many a cliche, many a simple thing you could say. We've seen a little bit of maybe not everything, but we've seen a little bit of a lot today.
We've seen a little bit of a lot. I think, give credit to Webster Thomas Titans. They've taken advantage of the opportunities that Hilton has also provided them. They've given up 3 runs. Titans earned 3 runs, but 2 of those runs have been on errors, those direct plays of the drop by Prince and by the drop of Wheelahan in short right. So Hilton's got, for a team that struggles to score, they certainly cannot be giving up runs without, in that manner.
Ryan Wall looking for his first hit in a few games here. Has not reached since April of 26th. I think I mentioned that previously. Wall, not a kid who's going to walk much, but Wall is not a kid who strikes out much. Very rarely Ks. This is a kid who puts the ball in play all the time. Sees the ball well. Working with an 0-1 count, but not something that intimidates the Hilton senior.
Senior day, I'm sure he wants to perform on today.
Strokes a foul, maybe caught a bit of his own toe there as he walks. Little sharpness off there as Talbot now has an 0-2 count. Quickly 0-2 to Hilton senior third baseman from Talbot. Talbot, after that first inning, really has pitched well. He pitched himself out of a jam last inning. Now a breaking ball fouled out of play.
Yeah, Talbot has done a nice job. I mean, there's been a couple wild pitches in there that we expected, but again, only threw 12 pitches last inning, and he starts out the fourth with an 0-2 count.
Ball in the dirt. Wall sees ball 1 drop in. Talbot has only pitched into the fourth inning this year 1 time. That was way back on April the 2nd. A game he did win. 4 innings with a couple of strikeouts as Wall sees ball 2 go up high. Since April the 2nd, he's only pitched out of the second inning once, and that's today. So deeper into a game than he has all season, but pitching well and pitching with a lead right now, 3-2. Titan defense settles in behind him with a 2-2 count. Talbot's delivery on the way. Breaking ball, strike 3. Ryan Wall does not strike out much. He puts a lot of balls in play. He's got a good eye. That may have been questionable, but nonetheless, strike 3.
And it's a tough one to take when you've got 2 strikes on you already.
Cal Wheelahan comes up 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the second here. Talbot kicks, fires, fastball driven right at the shortstop. Wheelahan got a real good piece of it. Evan Catcherin right there. A couple smooth steps, and he finds that ball. And quickly 2 outs here as the Hilton catcher, Yapoko, will step in.
And Talbot, only 2 outs in the fourth. Only 6 pitches.
Yapoko will look to make him work. Yapoko had a long at-bat for a walk in the second inning. So today's experience being what it is, he has made Talbot work. Talbot working with sharp defense behind him. Ball settles in for strike 1. 3 strikeouts here in 3 2/3 of an inning thus far for Talbot. 1-on-1 as he works to the Hilton catcher. Delivery, breaking ball outside, 2-1. Outfield very neutral right now as this lefty on righty matchup continues. Pitch on the way, outside and high, ball 3. Yapoko with another example of some patience at the plate.
Hitters count 3-1.
And he'll watch ball 4 for the second time today. Yapoko reaching base twice on walks. Now, he had a runner for him last time. And James Hargather, the Hilton Jr., is going to come out and run once again. Prince grounded into the inning-ending double play in the second. Hit a sharp ball to second baseman. He'll hit here with 2 outs and a runner on first. Talbot looks at his runner. Leg up, foot down, ball on the ground. Low. Nice play by McDonald. Outfield shifts just a smidge toward right field for the lefty swinging Prince. Lefty on lefty. Lefty moves. Hargather maybe got caught between steps right there and scrambled back, but made it without incident.
He got there.
Talbot delivers. Prince knuckles one. This might drop in left field, and it does. This falls in clean. Chasing it down, Rosa. Nice play to get there, and I think he might have barehanded that ball. I think it bounced up regardless.
Prince with his 3rd hit this season. Gianni Bianchi now comes to the bat.
Bianchi hit a ball hard into right field for an out last inning to lead off that inning. The senior here looking to do some damage with 2 runners on and 2 outs.
What started out as a pretty dismal 4th inning for the Cadets. 2 outs, nobody on. They find themselves with 2 outs with 2 on, and one of their best athletes at the plate.
Bianchi looks at ball 1 high. The order from Coach Wheelahan right now might be patience. Make Talbot work. Whereas Talbot right now, the order is probably keep the ball down, let your defense make some plays. Bianchi pops one into right field. Karachi underneath it. He settles in and gets the 3rd out of the inning. Cadets threaten, but they leave 2. And after 4 full innings of play, your score here, the visiting Webster Thomas Titans 3, the home Hilton Cadets 2. We're going to break real quick. Stay with us. You're watching all of this on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
Welcome back as we're getting the fifth inning underway. Some changes for the Cadets in this 3-2 game led by the Webster Thomas Titans. James Hargather, the junior pitcher, will take the mound for the sixth time this year. He's worked 7 innings on the year thus far. His first delivery is a fastball that does not dot that inside corner for strike one, instead ball one. Hargather with clean slate, 0-0 on the year. 7 innings of work. An ERA just over 5. And really that's driven by one outing where he gave up a few. But a solid season to this point right here for the Hilton Juniors. He's got a 1-1 count.
.353 batter, Baller. Finds himself ahead 1-2.
Baller 0 for 2 on the day. Correction, 0 for 1 on the day. Sac fly drove in a run in the 3rd inning. Grounded to second in the first. This is one of the better hitters on this Thomas team, and a impressive hitter to get started with here for Hargather as a curveball gets fouled off of Baller's leg. Coach Neenan strolling down just to check on his today designated hitter, sometimes first baseman and or pitcher Joey Baller. Umpire giving him time. Always appreciate that when the umps recognize kids needing a second. Breaking ball drops in, grounder to second base and under the glove of Cal Wheelahan. Baller's going to look at it, but Mandricki's going to hustle in and not let him move up. And an error by the Hilton second baseman puts Baller on first to lead off the 5th.
You'll have to trust me when I say this, but I was going to comment. You got those shadows just coming across the infield now, and and that was right on the edge of the shadows. I'm sure Cal Wheelahan is not going to take that excuse as an out, but certainly something that's got to be considered when making those kinds of plays there.
Jake Potter is going to run for Baller. Baller wincing as he's coming off. That ball he hit off his foot definitely affecting him a little bit. A little bit of a limp. We'll see what happens with the Thomas Jr. He can re-enter into that DH spot. There is that one re-entry as Potter runs here in the 5th inning. A note that as Hargather checks him back, a note that Coach Neenan gave us on senior Jake Potter over there at first. He's one of the better pinch runners on this team. We're going to see some evidence of that perhaps right here.
I think Hilton has seen that scouting report. Looks like he might be going.
Hargather's pitch in the dirt. Potter's going to take off for second. Yapoko couldn't quite keep that in front of him. Did all he could. Potter, good base running, as predicted. Saw that ball in the dirt, no hesitation. Now he's standing at second with no outs here. And a good hitting cleanup hitter in third baseman Ben Horvath.
Tough ball to handle for Yapoko. That was 2 feet in front of the plate where that bounced.
And another, this might go as a passed ball. That one was in the dirt, but Yapoko down it kind of squirted through.
That landed right at the front of the plate. It skipped off the plate. Again, a tough ball to handle.
So now a runner at third, still scoring position, I should say, there as I was starting, for Horvath, working with a 2-0 count. Hitters counting as Hargather. Hargather winds, delivers. outside, little low, one or both of those things. Nonetheless, it's 3-0.
Harguther's throwing a little bit low. Last 3 pitches. Got to bring it up a little bit.
Horvath works a 4-pitch walk from Harguther. So now runners at the corners here to lead off the 5th inning. Estelle 0 for 1 with a walk. Hit a line drive into center field that Johnny Bianchi ran down. Real nice play to end the 3rd inning. Walked and was stranded here. Estelle was in the 2nd. He comes up with runners at the corners here and no outs. Horvath dives back as Harguther checks him. Pitch on the way outside for ball 1. Estelle hitting .298 coming into this one. 0 for 1 on the day. That's maybe down a point or two. No, a fly ball sailing out toward right field. Mandricki's kind of lost sight of it, and it goes over his head. He catches it on one bounce. His throw's going to come into second base. Gehrig will run it in. This is going to move everybody up and score a run. 4-2 now your score for Thomas. Coach, between the sun and maybe a little bit of swirling wind, those flags are blowing out to right field. Mandricki had a tough time with that one.
Yeah, he got spun on that fly ball. And now comes Coach Wheelhand again. Can make another pitching change.
So Harguther, 3 batters in his afternoon on the mound is finished. And
Merritt coming in.
so Merritt will step in. Merritt the junior pitcher does some catching for the team. Merritt on the season, this is his 4th appearance. Has not pitched since April 29th against Webster Schrader. Came in that one for a 1/3 of an inning. Got a strikeout, gave up a run, but on the season, a little over 5 ERA in 3 total innings.
Got a nice head of hair, though. I got to be honest with you.
I think in hockey that might be some nice lettuce, nice flow, as the kids said at one point. Couldn't tell you if they say it now. I'm too old. But Merritt comes in a tough spot. This is a junior pitcher who certainly knows what he's doing. We've talked about the depth that this pitching staff has, and the other side has it too. Talbot has worked 4 innings to this point. 4+ if we see him on the other half of the 5th, but here we are talking about Hilton. A lot of arms in this bullpen. Merritt, his 4th appearance, but a tough spot coming in here. Down a couple runs, 2 runners scoring positions, no outs.
No outs, guys at second and third.
So Harguther still responsible for the 2 runners on. His book not quite closed, as Merritt will come in and try to clean up what he is presented with. Starts with a fastball, starts with a strike, 0-1 to Andrew Rosa.
Nice pitch.
Rosa walked and scored a run last inning. Popped out in the 2nd. 0 for 1 on the day with a run. Merritt working with an 0-1 count. Kicks, fires. Fastball driven right at Brady Gehrig.
I think I got that on.
Nice play over there by the Hilton senior. What a play.
Is there a way for you to capture that or no?
Got up, immediately looking at second and third, making sure the runners, there's an opportunity to possibly double them off.
I just whipped my arm.
But he's playing in. He's on the grass.
Right centered.
Every piece of that was done well. Great swing by the hitter, Rosa. Real nice play by Hilton shortstop Brady Garrett. Great base running from the 2 Titan base runners. Now pop up toward the pitcher's mound. Garrett coming in, trying to out-yell Merritt. Merritt does give ground as Brady makes the out. And quickly, on 2 consecutive pitches, Merritt gets 2 outs to Garrett. And Hilton looking at, hopefully, from us Hilton folks here in the booth, limiting the damage here in the 5th.
If they can get out of this down 2 with the top of the lineup coming up at the bottom of the 5th, Hilton would feel pretty good about themselves at that point.
Merritt's first pitch is a strike to Evan Catron, the shortstop. He hit a rocket of a double in the 3rd inning and then was called out on interference last inning in a weird play. He takes a fastball high, works a count even at 1-1.
Infield back now a little bit.
Normal depth with 2 outs. Merritt's 1-1 pitch.
Oh,
I'm going to sound partisan. That pitch has been called a strike. For not just for
both sides.
Yeah.
For both sides. And the crew has been very consistent so far today.
That one off the plate. 3-1 your count. Horvath leads from 3rd. Estelle leads from 2nd. Titans looking to do some more damage here in the 5th. Working against the Hilton Junior Merritt. Fastball outside does get called for a strike. And now a full count to Evan Catron, the shortstop. The senior looks, swings through, strike 3.
Nice job by Merritt.
Merritt comes in, limits the damage, comes in with 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out, gets 3 outs, limits the damage, but the Titans pounce for another run. And here, middle of the 5th, they lead 4-2. Coach, we talked early, you and I were looking at all of the numbers. We're familiar with the Hilton team. We've seen the Thomas team a little bit. We've read all the stuff. The stuff says these are 2 very even teams. The difference right now is Thomas has taken advantage of a couple Hilton mistakes.
And I think that's what Coach Wheelahan would be looking at right now from Hilton, is that it's really the mistakes that they've shot themselves in the foot. We're looking at 3 errors on that scoreboard with 2 of them directly with run scoring errors, and I think the 3rd one could have gotten them out of the inning. So I think Hilton is looking at themselves going, we've done it to ourselves.
So a pitching change, as you hear from the voice from above. Mr. Reggie Gehrig announces that number 15, the junior pitcher, Connor Smith, no relation, comes in.
He's got a 1.80 ERA. He is their closer.
He had a 2 2/3 appearance against, mentioned it before, a very good Churchville team. 1 strikeout and 2 2/3. Gave up 1 run, but held on to that one. He's made 8 appearances. That 1.8 ERA the coach just mentioned, very, very sharp.
And he'll be facing the top of the order for Hilton. Garrett, Kraus, and Lenhard.
Smith's full pitching numbers, 0-1, 1.80 ERA. He's pitched 11 innings. Doesn't strike a lot of guys out, but comes in and works well, keeps the ball down. Gehrig hacks at that first fastball he sees, 0-1 on the foul ball.
Little pop on that pitch.
Smith with 8 strikeouts in 11 2/3. 8 strikeouts to only 3 balls. This is a kid that works very clean. 15. Toes and fires a ball in the dirt. Ball 1 to the Hilton senior, Brady Gehrig, the leadoff hitter. Hilton getting the position they probably want. Their leadoff hitter coming up here to start what they hope is a rally down 2 in the 5th. Smith delivers. Ball is inside to Brady Gehrig, works the count to 2-1.
Garrett getting as tight to that plate as you can.
Smith kicks, fires. Fastball is in. Coach just mentioned how tight Gehrig is on the plate. That ball was just on that inner half. Definitely a strike, but very close to the Hilton leadoff hitter. Working with an even 2-2 count. Smith will reset himself. Gehrig set in the box. Smith set on the rubber. Fires. Sort of lifted toward first and out of play. Pursuti went running over there. Staring to the third base side right now is very, very tough if you are the first baseman, Pursuti. If you are the right fielder, Karachi. That sun beating down. Gehrig is going to chop one toward first, foul. Continues a nice battle here.
As the shadows creep across the field. May have had an impact on a previous play.
Pitch inside.
Ooh.
If you are the Titan faithful, that is a pitch that may have been a strike at a previous point in this game.
Absolutely.
3-2 pitch on the way. Gehrig hard ropes it toward his own dugout. We will have another 3-2 pitch. Smith hasn't given Gehrig anything juicy here really to get a hold of, but Gehrig has done a great job of battling. Nice at bat here to lead off the fifth. Ripped over the wall in right field, foul.
It's a real battle here. It's nice to see.
I think from the cadet side of things, this is the first hitter that's faced this pitcher, and they're already making him work.
10th pitch of the bat.
Another one pulled a little too much. Gehrig having a laugh with the official. I'm assuming that's probably the amount of baseballs they're discussing.
Between the lines. Keep between the lines.
Hilton's number 3 facing Webster Thomas is number 15. Pitch on the way. Gehrig now goes to left field. Lifts one. Nice play reading a ball with some English.
Yeah, that was definitely inside out.
Rosa making a nice play out there in left field.
That ball was tailing away from the left fielder. He made a nice play. It was not routine by any stretch. Didn't get the hit, but it was a 11 pitch at bat by Gehrig.
Now Hilton's leading hitter statistically swings the first pitch he sees and drives one way up in the air, but this is falling into potentially that Bermuda Triangle, but that settles into the glove of Estelle, the second baseman. So the antithesis of Gehrig's at bat, Krause swings at the first pitch and skies one for the second out of the inning.
And what looked like might have been a big pitch count, inning 4, Smith turns into 12 pitches with 2 outs.
Pitch on the way to Lenhard, who is 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run back in the first.
We spoke about it. It was a bomb.
1-0 pitch on the way. Lenhard swings through it. Evens the count at 1-1. Coach, there was talk earlier in this week of whether the weather was going to be a factor today. This is a beautiful day for baseball.
Yeah, I mean, this is, when you think about high school Section 5 baseball, this is the atmosphere that you look forward to.
1-2 to Lenhard, the senior, one of the 6 seniors honored today for Hilton. Connor Smith on the other side, the junior pitcher, one of the ace relievers for this Titans team, fires high for ball 2, evens the count. Lenhard will work with a 2-2 count against the junior pitcher. Smith quickly into his windup. Fires. Outside, strike 3 called. Now, earlier this very inning, it didn't look like Smith was going to get that outside pitch, but he gets it on that one. If you are the Titans faithful, you are excited. If you're the Hilton faithful, top of the order goes down 1, 2, 3, and we're going to head to the 6th. Folks, we got a 4-2 game, Titans over Cadets. We got 2 more innings coming your way. You're going to hear it right here. See it right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coach.
Top of the sixth, getting underway here from the Hilton Varsity Baseball Field on the Hilton Central School District campus. 4-2 your score. Upster Thomas leads the Hilton Cadets. Merritt about to pitch to Prasuti, who shows bunt. We're welcoming back to the booth a young cadet, but a baseball mind, a young savant, if you will. Welcome back to Cole's Corner here. Cole Murphy, you left us here. Cadets weren't down 4-2. They are now. If you're the Titans, what are you thinking here against Merritt?
Obviously just put it in play. Put it in play. Make them make the play. I think the Cadets have the defense. They have the good defense, but Titans have done it, and they've had success this game so far.
Well, so far this at-bat, Prasuti has worked a 3-0 count. Merritt into his windup. The 3-0 pitch is high, and very quickly, Prasuti will go to one with a 4-pitch walk here to lead off the inning.
See, Merritt just needs to throw strikes, let the defense work, and I think the Cadets will have success with this great defense behind him.
Merritt threw 9 pitches in the fifth, six strikes, 3 balls. Comes out in the sixth with 4 straight balls.
I'm not someone who believes in mentioning the 9-hitter, but he just walked the 9-hitter on 4 pitches. That's something you don't want to see happen to lead off an inning.
No.
So Karachi now, he will step in. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a double last inning that Bianchi did everything he could to keep it in front of him, but it bounced into that left center field gap. Runner moving, foul ball. Prasuti will have to head back. Hit and run on there. Cole, the Titans right now showing some aggressiveness. You were in that, it'd be weird if you were in that Thomas coaching box right now, but let's go with it. What is that the move right here? Hit and run?
Yeah, I think it's an option, definitely. Make these Cadets work. Put pressure on them to make the play.
Ball is flipped from Wheelahan to Garrett.
Just short of the double play.
They get the out at first, but as Cole mentions, they are short of the double play. So the Cadets get 1. They get the lead runner.
That's important. With the offensive woes of Hilton the last 5 games, to keep that within 2 is extremely important at this point.
If the Cadets could get out of this inning with no runs, that could be huge for their offense. Give them a chance to stay alive here.
I think Webster knows that if they can add just 1, whether play small ball, hit and run, advance the runner, that 1 extra run increases their odds greatly of winning this game.
That has been mostly this Titans offense. Small ball, a couple bunts, a couple swinging bunts.
Not mentioned in our chat here in the first pitch to Talbot is the fact that Talbot is a daunting presence in there.
A .333 hitter himself.
Merritt looks in, 1-0 to Talbot. Checks the runner and sends one over to first.
That was cool. I literally got lucky and fouled the ball.
Titans lead off, getting a pretty decent lead over there.
There's a strike on the inner half to Talbot.
Big cut from Talbot, big cut.
Talbot has hit safely in 5 of his last 6. He is coming off an 0 for 4 yesterday, an 11-2 win, so this is a guy that's probably looking to break out right now. Pitch on the way, runner moving once again, and Talbot drives one into right field. Mandricki's going to have to go back. This is over his head. This is going to head toward the wall and out. It's way over his head. A 2-run home run for Shane Talbot, the senior today pitcher, and right now owner of a 2-run home run and a 4-run lead.
That looked like it was gone right off the bat.
Yeah. That's a heartbreaker. That crushes the hearts of the Cadets, but see if they can battle back here. Merritt just got to work the strike zone, see what happens. Obviously, might be tough against this tough Titan offense, but we'll see what happens.
Got to give Shane Talbot some credit here today. He's had a great game. Obviously, his longest stint in a while on the mound. Left the mound with a lead, and then contributes to the outcome of the game with a 2-run homer there in the top of the 6th.
Merritt drops a curveball in for strike 1, I should say, correction. Working with an 0-1 count, another curveball is high. Baller, last inning, fouled one off his foot, ended up with a pinch runner, so he re-enters. Looks to be okay. As the DH today, able
missed outside.
to just kind of work it off. Cole mentions that outside pitch, working the count to 2-1. The Hilton Jr. toes the rubber, kicks, fires, fastball down low and in. Baller showing some patience here as he now works with.
Baller's had a good eye, had a couple great takes last at bat. See what he can do here.
Swings under what might have been a changeup. Was way out in front of that one.
He generates his power through that step into the swing.
Merritt now, full count. Baller sees the full count pitch, and he laces one toward Brady Garrick, who hops up and takes that out of the air.
Great play from the Cadets shortstop, leap and grab from Brady Garrick.
It's so pretty watching the shortstop who just, it's smooth. I want to say there's no effort there because we know there is, but when they're just so skilled that it looks easy, you make it look easy like that.
Quick little pounce and stick the glove out.
Let's give him the credit on the effort being in the years and years of practice to do something that looks so easy.
Wish his father had, worked with him a little bit more, but you know what? His father's here right next to us.
Curveball drops in for strike 1 as we give a little heckle to our PA guy and father of one of these 6 awesome seniors.
Beautiful pitch from Merritt. That's what he needs to do, drop that off speed into the strike zone against this solid Titans offense.
And a very solid senior hitter in his own right, Horvath, coming into today hitting .378. He's 1 for 2 with a walk as he looks at strike 2, low on that outer edge. He'll see a 2-2 pitch here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. His team ahead 6-2. Merritt kicks, fires, ball high for 3.
That's where he's been missing a little upstairs, especially those righties. Just needs to bring it a little down. He should be good.
22nd pitch coming up.
And it gets
Big
swung
cut.
for strike 3. Big cut, says Cole. Cole, the 2-run home run is unfortunate. That is for certain. But ending with the strikeout, that's a needed out right there, is it not?
That was a lethal point in the game. But see what the Cadets offense can do right here. Maybe give offense a little chance here and give these seniors a win.
So Hilton will come up here with Hogan, Wall, and Wheelahan. Right now in that group, a combined 0 for 6. Looking for a little production there. 0 for 6, each guy with a strikeout. Smith will come out for his 2nd inning of work. Cole, what did you think of this junior reliever? Coach Sorensen and I were talking. He's sort of known amongst this Titan coaching staff and this team as one of their sort of #1 bullpen arms, and he showed it last inning.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff. Works the off speed and perfect. But he's definitely hittable for the Cadets offense. But he's doing great out there.
I think Brady Garrick showed the formula of that last inning by working it and don't be so quick. Make Smith work. We kind of let him off the hook after, I believe we had 11, 12 pitches against Garrick, and then comes forward with a 1 pitch out, following up with Krause.
These three cadet hitters are due right here. 0 for 6.
Hogan sees a fastball outside for ball 1.
Good eye.
As the Cadets start here in the bottom of the 6th, down 4. Once again, if you're joining us, Bill Smith with the coach Steve Sorensen. This is our second Cole's Corner as we're joined by young cadet Cole Murphy here in the 6th. 6-2 your scores. As Hogan laces one into left, this is going to hook foul, though.
Great piece of hitting. That pitch must have some movement because the tail that ball took off his bat was wide right or left.
You're talking to a couple Bills fans. Be careful saying wide right.
Yeah, she's had a little trauma right there.
Flashbacks going on up here in the booth. It's not even a football game. Hogan looking at a 2-1 pitch right here. Inside it hits him. That's the third cadet batter to get hit by a pitch today.
Sam Hogan. They've all taken it pretty nicely. Just throwing the bat, hustled down there. This is where the Cadets can ignite their offense. Runner on. Great hitter, Ryan Wall. He can do some damage here.
So the stash is classic right there. Man, Ryan Wall, sporting the stash. It's excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Wall looks at ball 1 to start this at bat. Man on first, nobody out. Wall, the senior, popped out and struck out in his previous 2. Looking to do some damage here as he looks at ball 2.
Just downstairs.
There's.
If you're making Smith work, you're going to see some opportunities. Nice pitch.
There's a strike.
Smart take from Ryan Wall.
To
Let him work the count.
To coach's point, make him work. A smart take. This is a solid 3-man booth right here, fellas. Smith will reset himself and reset everybody as Hogan trots back to first. Wall looks out, working with a 2-1 count. Smith's delivery on the way. Grounded up the middle to short. They're going to look to get 2. Can Wall beat it out? He does.
Good effort down the line. Wall showed a little bit of wheels there. That was a double play in most cases.
Cal Wheelahan struck out and lined out to short. Got a real good piece of a ball a couple innings ago that was just hit right at the shortstop.
Cadets offense looking to break out right here.
Especially if Cal wants to ride home tonight. You know, got to do something.
Ryan Wall over at first, one of our seniors. He's running right now into his slide. Ball got there, but he's safe. He steals second base on senior day. I was just about to mention that in the conversation I had with him this week, mentioned how for these 6 seniors, this day really does mean something. They want to settle all those emotions and all those feelings and play a solid ball game, but it is a big day for these kids. And there's a base hit from Wheelahan. This is going to find the gap, and Wall's going to score. Wheelhand around first. He'll settle with a single, but an RBI single tightens the lead. Unintentional pun there. 6-3 now, your lead by the Titans as Cal gets another run home for the Cadets.
Well, now he's got a ride.
Now he can go home tonight. Look at that.
Great piece of hitting there. Taking it inside out swing, taking it the other way. Especially gets a good pitcher throwing decently hard. Now let's see what Caden Yapoko can do, the Cadets catcher.
Looks at strike 1. I don't want to jump in the back. Officials are over-criticized. We need these men and women to be here to let these kids play, but the outside call has been inconsistent for both teams.
that's and it's nothing against any of the umpires at all. It's just that, it's you're making calls on a thread. It's inside one time, outside the other time. It's tough.
Also, I'm going to recognize I am standing here watching him do his job, and he's got to do it in the blink of an eye.
Right.
Yeah, with all the rules he has to follow.
Yapoko swings through strike 3, reaches. Good outside pitch to get him to chase from Smith there. So Prince will hit here.
Looks like we're making a change here from Coach Wheelahan.
I think this is a re-entry from the pitching changes. Prince will hit, and then I'm assuming Merritt will come back out to pitch unless he goes to Prince, which we'll see when the Cadets come out to start at the top of the 7th. But Prince will hit here.
That'd be, I think, a good move for the Cadets. Peyton Prince had a great start against Fairport.
We mentioned that before, and that was in a tough spot, too. Coming off a loss to Fairport, that was important. 0-1 to Peyton Prince. Pitch to Hilton Jr. He swings through what is now strike 2 and an 0-2 count as
that was something that moved.
Seniors Bianchi and Gehrig swing on deck.
Cal Wheelahan, sophomore, takes a pretty solid lead over there at first base.
Smith's last offering way off the plate, trying to get Prince to chase. Prince holds tight, but working with a 1-2 count. Smith delivers. Inside-out swing. This is going to be laced up in the air to left field and settles into Rosa's glove, ending the Hilton threat, but the Cadets do get one. We're going to end the 6th inning, and we're going to end our second Cole's Corner with the Cadets down 6-3. Cole, thanks for coming up and joining us. Thanks for giving your expert advice and just being better than Coach and I.
Yeah, kid knows his game a little bit.
He certainly knows it more than I do.
Thank
I can just watch the game and talk fast. We are going to head to a quick break. Come back for the 7th. You're watching all this on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Thank you.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with
Welcome back. Top of the 7th about to come your way from the Hilton Varsity Baseball Field on the campus of the Hilton Central School District, right near Quest Elementary. Peyton Prince on to pitch for the Cadets. Fires a fastball for strike 1 as we get underway here in the 7th. Fires a fastball for ball 1, evening the count here to the Titan second baseman. Prince fires.
Nice.
Strike 2.
Breaking ball.
Want to see if I can follow the pitch?
Cade Prince, younger brother of Preston Prince.
On the ground, nice one bounce play by Kraus, who fires high, but Hogan makes a nice play to catch it, come down, make the tag.
Nice.
That almost turned into something silly, but Hogan corrects it. Good glove from Kraus, good play from Hogan, one down.
Yeah, that ball had some pop to Hogan, or to Kraus. He made a nice play at third.
So here's Rosa coming on. 0 for 2 with a walk, scored a run in the fourth. Takes strike one. Prince quickly into his second offering.
Ooh.
Prince will come at you with fastball slider. Real nice changeup, what we just saw. Yopoko, the junior, will do the bulk of the pitch calling down there. And working 1 and 2. There's the slider off the plate.
He's got a little pop to that pitch.
Prince making his fourth appearance. And breaking ball, strike 3.
Sick off-speed pitch right there.
Prince had that dynamite 6-inning performance against Fairport in that win on April 24th. Hasn't pitched since May the 1st against Webster Schrader. 2 innings. Gave up 1 run in that one. He's pitched 8 innings this year, and so far through 2/3 of an inning in this one very quickly. 2 outs as he delivers a breaking ball for strike 1.
Mixing the pitches up real nice.
McDonald 0 for 2 with a sac bunt. Correction, the pinch hitter right here, 0 for 0, does not have a sac bunt. Pinch hitting here is Owen Zimmer. Good defensive third baseman, done some DHing. Currently batting 147, but in there looking to do some damage as he looks at ball 2. Did go 2 for 5 with 4 RBIs yesterday against Gates Chile.
Ooh. And there's that outside corner that we've been talking about.
It's wobbly, that corner.
Yeah.
Prince kicks, fires. Fastball high, and Zimmer is on with 2 outs here in the 7th inning. His Titans leading 6-3. Good at bat from Zimmer after 2 quick outs from his Titans. Catrin, the shortstop. Coach Neenan giving his instructions. Catrin, the 80s style 1 batting glove. I like that throwback look.
Nice.
On the glove hand, too. Prince working with an 0-1 count. Checks his runner. Very little bit of a lead over there from Zimmer. Fastball swung through 0-2.
Nice pitch. Oh, and 2 count.
Quickly, Prince. This is laced towards second base. Wheelahan sees it bounce, turns, fires.
Nice
Hogan,
defensive play.
Hogan records the out on a nice play from Wheelahan. The Cadets are out of it in the 7th. But here come the Cadets down 3, bottom of the 7th. Titans looking to close this one out. They're going to send Connor Smith back out there. He's done a good job of closing out games in multi-inning performances or 1-inning performances. This is like we've talked about it already, this is a solid reliever. He'll come out for his 3rd inning of work.
Down 3, you get Bianchi and then the top of the order.
So Cadets will come with their seniors. As we in the booth right now, this is live, folks. We're live, pal. Cadets will come with their seniors right now. Bianchi will lead off, then top of the order. Coach, on senior day, You know, we talk in, I don't know, we talk in storybooks in sports, those of us that follow this and love this stuff. The seniors coming up right here, down 3 on senior day. This could be fun.
This could be the story. You know, again, on senior night, and you're going with those 3 players right at the top of this order or bottom of this order, of this inning. You know, and what we've seen the last 2 innings, that when they're patient with Smith, they're getting good looks, and guys are getting the ball in play. And
so Bianchi, the senior, swings at the first offering, cuts one foul for strike 1. This is a dynamite soccer player. This is a dynamite basketball player, a dynamite center fielder. This is an athlete who represents Hilton well. 0-1, pitch on the way. Sees one outside for ball 1.
good look.
Smith, elbow cocked, eyes in. Pitch on the way. Inside, late call for that strike.
Call.
I'm not even suggesting that ball was too inside. That was just a late call.
Because Bianchi's right on the plate, too.
Smith rocks, fires, also inside. Strike 3, late call must have been said. Although Bianchi not happy. McDonald came out of his crouch and threw that.
Threw to third before the umpire actually made the mechanic of it was an out.
And audibly, we can't hear what's going on down there. That appears to be what it sounded like down there as well. Nonetheless, Bianchi strikes out. Gehrig puts a charge into one. This is heading toward the right center field gap, but settling under it. Fiordaliso, the center fielder, smooth strides to catch that one in the gap. Gehrig gave it a ride, but came up short. And with 2 outs, Steven Kraus will come to the plate. Hit by a pitch earlier in this game. Popped out, grounded out. So he's looking at currently an 0 for 2. Looking to keep things alive here for the Cadets. Smith looking to close things out. Smith fires. This is laced into left field. This might get down for a fair ball. It is. Fair ball. Kraus rounding first. He's going to pull into second with a stand-up double, keeping the inning alive for the Cadets.
Way to go to the opposite field. Ball curled right at the third base line. Dropped in play. And we got our home run hitter.
So Lenhard, third batter of the first inning, drives a 2-run home run over the left field wall. 2 of Hilton's 3 runs right there. Comes up now with a runner in scoring position in the 7th, down 3. Pitch is high, ball 1.
Just looking for one that he can drive.
Looks at one outside. There was a collective hush on what that pitch might be.
You got to wait for a count right now.
Lenhard will head to the U of R to play baseball. Looks at strike 2. Down the road, also a basketball player.
Do you give him a green light here?
I think I do, but I might be insane.
Yeah.
Well, Coach did not.
Nope.
So Lenhard sees a strike, now working with a count still in his favor, 3-1. Kraus will lead from second. 2 outs here in the 7th. Smith checks his runner. Smith to the plate. Fastball swung through. Now 3-2 after a 3-2 start against Hilton senior Dewey Lenhard. Smith has done a bang-up job in his 3 innings of work. He's looking to finish things as he sends a fastball that's nubbed out. This does get through. Shortstop coming on, fires in the dirt, doesn't get fielded. Pursuti did a nice job to keep that ball in front of him on the throw in the dirt from Katrin. So the Cadets will cling to life here.
Sam Hogan, who started out the game, represents the tying run at the plate. Coach Wheelhand making some changes here.
So we're going to get a runner at first. We're going to get Matt Mandricki. So Mandricki has been the right fielder with Lenhard, the DH. So this is a move they can make to pinch run there, as Coach Neenan will step out and talk to his pitcher. So runners on the corner for the Cadets. Coach, I feel like this is, you set Mandricki loose, you take second, get 2 runners in scoring position.
Sure. I don't know how much Thomas will look to keep him at first, how much effort they're going to dedicate to that. So he may get a free pass almost to second base because it's really Hogan who represents the tying run. Don't know the Titans pitcher Smith, but his body language shows to me that he's pretty calm and seems confident out there.
So Mandricki, the Hilton Jr., he will lead from first. Kraus down at third. Sam Hogan at the plate. Grounds one right back to Smith, who's going to easy toss it over to first, and that's your ball game. Hogan with a little frustration, but the Cadets make a little noise in the 7th. Come up short. Your final, the Webster Thomas Titans 6, the Hilton Cadets 3. A real good battle. Nothing to feel down about if you're the Hilton seniors, but a strong outing from those Webster Thomas Titans.
Nice game from the Titans. They came in here, Trevin from the east side coming here, and they got a great effort from Talbot on the mound at the beginning, and then he contributed to the victory with a blast to right field to increase the lead. The Titans had a nice game. Hilton didn't do themselves any favors in this. I think Coach Willian would agree with that, with 3 errors. But, there's still time. I think there's both teams, although the records puts them right in the middle of the pack, they're not a team anybody's going to want to play when it comes to sectionals.
I would give if Coach kind of implied there, maybe the unofficial Sorensen and Smith player of the game, the fictional law firm Sorensen and Smith player of the game to Shane Talbot. 4 strong innings on the mound, and the dagger of a home run in the 6th inning. Doesn't produce the winning run. That's the run Baller scores in the 4th, but that 2-run home run, that sealed the deal pretty good. Talbot with a dynamite game today. Changed
the way Hilton could play the game the rest of the way, and he had a great outing. Again, his longest outing in a while, and he did it on the offensive end also.
A beautiful, beautiful afternoon for baseball. Folks, we want to thank all of you for watching. We want to thank the seniors on both sides. It's Hilton Senior Night, but a fine crop of seniors over there on that Titan team. They did some damage today. Talbot sure did. Want to thank Joel over here in the command center to our right, pushing the buttons. Can't see any of this without him. Spencer's out there somewhere getting some of those great pictures. Can't see this without him. Want to thank Mr. Gehrig over here being the voice from above, helping us out. Coach Sorensen, last words.
They're both playing these games to win, to get momentum going to sectionals, but also to make sure they're set up for sectionals with their lineups. Obviously, Webster's excited. They're coming off a couple of wins in a row, and they're getting ready for sectionals. Hilton, they got some work to do, but again, they're not playing for the do or die round yet, and I think they're going to be, if they put in the time, they scored 3 runs tonight, so we're going to look positive. They struggled with only 1 run the 4 previous games. They got 3 tonight, something to build on. They maybe start to put in the victories together.
Cadets go on the road to finish the season at Penfield, at Greece. That's next Monday. Next Tuesday, Titans go home to finish the season against Victor and against that same Greece Athena team next Wednesday. We will have your call from the Hilton Softball Stadium on Monday as the Cadets have their final home game of the year that afternoon. So until then, for Coach Steve Sorensen, I am Bill Smith from the Hilton Varsity Baseball Field here in Hilton, New York. Your final score, the Webster Thomas Titans 6, the Hilton Cadets 3, and you've watched all of this on the Varsity Media Sports Network.